Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and if you live in Ohio, I hope that you're staying warm and avoiding all the snow. This week, we learned about the various models and theories that are used to describe behavior. They're evidence-based theories and models, and essentially, we can use them to promote behavior change, or they can be used to guide interventions by like a health educator or someone to implement changes, essentially. I ran across my favorite model here called the Stages of Change, or the Trans-Theoretical Model, which has 6 stages: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. What I specifically like about this model is that no matter which step you're in, if you tend to relapse into your behavior, you don't necessarily have to go back to the beginning. It's essentially all based around your mindset. So, using tobacco is a perfectly good example. In pre-contemplation, you're not really thinking about quitting smoking at all. In contemplation, you're going to start to think about quitting in the future, and in preparation, you say, this many days from now, I'm going to quit smoking and I'm going to use this plan, essentially. Action is you not smoking at all. Maintenance would be you not smoking for 6 months, and termination is where you're a non-smoker. So if you're somewhere in this cycle, and you go back, like let's say you have a crazy weekend with some friends and you end up smoking, based upon your choosing, you can go back to preparation after that weekend and say, I'm going to plan to not use tobacco starting now. Or you can immediately go back to the action stage, which is closer to maintenance and termination than preparation is, and essentially just pick right up where you left off, and it'll help you kick the habit. My least favorite stage or theory is the stimulus response theory. It's not terrible or anything, but it's essentially based around 3 constructs, which are behavior, reinforcers, and punishment. Reinforcers just the positive things that'll like reinforce your behavior, and punishment is like the negative consequences. The specific reason why I don't care for this theory over just about every other theory and model is because the other theories and models identify, I want to say, more in-depth stages and areas where you can target a health intervention. So, like, going back to the tobacco example, if I'm sitting down and I'm trying to plan out how I'm going to quit smoking, and I'm using the stimulus response theory, I'm kind of limited, by how in depth I can think it out. I can sit down and be like, okay, what are the positive things, the reinforcers? What are the negative things, the punishment? What's the behavior I'm trying to change here? But at the end of the day, it's not like any of the other models where I can specifically, go in and look and see, like, is there some kind of outside influence going on? Is there a perceived barrier? What are the benefits to quitting, and what is the likelihood that I'm gonna quit? A lot of these are steps and stages that the other theories lay out for you, and like I said, I feel like you can kind of very well target those and kind of come up with a plan a little bit better than in the stimulus response theory.